Good morning. I don't intend to come off as a hater, but I feel like if you're in my peer group, you shouldn't be surprised that gay sex can also be missionary because like the way the butthole and the scrotum, like that little that small that what is it, the gooch, like you get that small like it's the same. Like you know how your hole and the other hole is like right there. The bottom, like you ain't have like balls, like you ain't bend balls in your mouth like that. Like how you didn't know that they could put the dick in the butt from the top? I don't know. That's what I'm like I don't want to teach you guys about sex. I don't. I just want to have it. But I can't enjoy it until y'all know how to do it. Otherwise, it feels weird. It's Dead President's Day, and I woke up this morning with some extra dead presidents. And you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about money. I'm talking about Skrilla. I'm talking about Scratch. My whole plan. I always like my plan today. My plan today, dead ass, was that I was gonna stay up late last night. I finished watching Inventing Anna Delvey. I was rewatching Inventing Anna in honor of Shonda Rhimes. My sis is horny and yearning all the time. There's no way a show about scammers should have that much like intensity between the cast. Like it's so palpable, but it's like she creates and then she writes and then she creates these worlds with people she hires. I know obviously she's like when we talk about Shonda Rhimes, she's not doing Tyler Perry. She's got like a full team of people, and that's why this shit is so compelling. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to FD Signifier because I was thinking I need something to do today. I know the answer is go to work, but 4 hours of Maxine's baby. Like, I need to know what he said. Because the thing about Tyler Perry is we know it's some bullshit. Whatever the fuck is going on with Tyler Perry, we know it's some bullshit. But we was there hustling them DVDs, child. So we know, we know he wasn't created in the lab, right? We know he didn't just pop up out of nowhere, sent in by the CIA to whatever the fuck. Like, no, we was there hustling them DVDs. We was there watching them plays in real life. We was there supporting the first movies because it was like, yeah, look what our boy did. That's so incredible. That's so possible. I think about Jay-Z, H to the Hove. Like when we was kids, they were like, don't listen to him. He wants to be God. He calls himself Hova, like Jesus. And honestly, fair, because he is like, if you don't understand, Jay-Z is like the god of the music industry as it stands right now, because Rock Nation, like obviously I'm assuming he's just a figurehead, but I also believe he's probably got a lot of hands in the pot as far as moving the money. That's impressive. Like that was Sean up the way with the Gay Mama. There's no way they created him in a lab. That was Sean with the Gay Mama. But you know what I mean? Like that was Beyonce. That's Tina and Matthew's daughter. She a little slow. Like she a little slow, but she's really cute. She does pageants and she does good in the pageants. Otherwise, we ain't never gonna get her to talk. Like that's how they talked about Beyonce. Like I don't care. That girl is weird. Anyway, I don't even know what got me in that tangent. I'm just thinking about. Oh, I stayed up late because I finished watching Inventing Anna, and I wanted to watch the reality check, like the Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model, whatever the fuck that is, and take notes on it and then record about it today. But I think I'll do that. I guess I'll do that tonight or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I have a chance because school is out today, but school resumes tomorrow, and usually when it's a school week. When it's a school week, then I'm just more serious about working. But today is Dead President's Day, and my boy got a 4-hour feature film that I have to digest. I'm gonna watch it and probably, I don't know, I kind of want to live react to it and then upload the clips of me live reacting to it. I'm trying to figure out how I want to play that, but because it's 4 hours, like it's 4 hours. That's crazy. I'm not gonna just run the camera for 4 hours. That would be insane. If I had, shit, but I do have this hard drive. I could. I'm thinking aloud, and that's not the point of this. Anyways, I pulled out my phone because I made notes. That's crazy. I put out my phone because I made notes, but I didn't like the show. I didn't watch it. You know, it's real humbling. Like the first day after you break your brand new phone, you're like, my new phone is not brand new and pristine anymore. It's like proof that I fell on ice and snow, and I didn't even have to fall. And I hate falling. It's so, I don't know. It's like embarrassing. Like you couldn't keep your feet up under you. Like you couldn't keep your feet on the ground. Why you keep falling? But I mean, in fairness, it was ice. I slipped on ice. I was very careful, and I slipped on ice. And I was trying to avoid, like, it was like, some things happen. Sometimes you slip on ice. Because literally, I slipped on the ice. I came in, I wiped myself off. I cleaned up, and I went back outside. And the man, like the neighbor next door, he was walking, like trying to do something with his trash. And he slipped too. So I was like, okay, obviously it's icy out here, and the ice is actively melting. Why was people on the internet saying that the ice was fake because it wasn't melting? Meanwhile, like, that's what I'm saying. We can't joke right now. I know people want to make jokes and bring back fun, and that's literally all I've been talking about all week, but like, we can't joke right now. Like, we first got to understand what these slow kids is talking about. When the people came to our church to do the CD burning parties, I always conveniently was absent. I missed the talks. I never sacrificed none of my music, child. Like, all baby, we was getting it fresh because my mama had a CD burner and her job, and we could like get a CD, somebody get the CD, you can burn it, or you get a track list and then you go make the whole CD yourself on LimeWire, child. They wasn't gonna get my music. I'm sorry. It wasn't gonna happen. When I tell you the way the church was never gonna be a trick that tricked me, because I was there talking about, I feel like this ain't as much Lucifer's fault as the story compels us to believe. And if Lucifer's the guy, I'm not arguing with you, okay? But what you're telling me ain't fully mathing. And not to be all criminal defense lawyer, but like we can't be mad at Lucifer for something he ain't do. And I'm like, oh, that was definitely me projecting all the trauma in my home, where I was just blamed for everything for whatever reason. I would just get blamed for stuff. So I was like, yeah, Lucifer can't be a scapegoat. If he's the enemy, he's the enemy. And I ain't no beef with that, but he can't be the scapegoat. And the master of music, he wasn't finna take away my tunes. And so it didn't work. I never went to the CD burning parties, but I did, like, I was there for the conversation the next day. And it was always like, the Single Ladies video backwards. Like, child, when Watch the Throne came out and Frank Ocean was singing No Church in a While, was a king to a mob to a king, was a king to a god, was a god to a non-believer. Like, I know people be like, Beyonce is a witch and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, yeah, them people are into witchy shit. And I fuck with it, because this is why I believe anything people say about the music industry. Because I was on Tumblr when Odd Future, Wolfgang, Kill Them All was like the poppin' thing. And I wasn't really invested, but I understood it was counterculture. And I was always drawn to counterculture. But on my Tumblr days, I was very much so like, it was still very much so like, I love Jesus. I was a God girl, It's who I be from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. And I remember saying somebody, they messaged me, or like somebody was in my messages, we were talking or something, and they asked me about music. And I hadn't been aware of Odd Future's music, but I was aware of their provocative nature. And also, it's crazy that I just forgot her name, but then it was like, oh yeah, Vashti. Like, I'm always, my pick-me-isms are from, listen, K-Not Bay made that video and she broke down all the pick-me's, and I need y'all to understand, like, I'm one of the pick-me's that's like, it was just like a seasonal thing. Like, it was just the culture, it was the nature, but I grew out of it. I realized this is dumb, especially because boys are stupid. Like, they're cute and we love them because they're so cute, but they're dumb. I'm not calling them slow. I just mean they dumb. Like, their heads is hard. Like, when I say dumb, I mean the same way somebody, like if you clumsy and you literally always fall, like you don't have a good balance. That's what I mean. Like, they dumb, like people are clumsy. Like, there's no way you thought that. And I'm talking about intelligent. I'm talking about smart. I'm talking about kind. I'm talking about thoughtful. I'm talking about intuitive. I'm talking about caring. I'm talking about like people that are safe and you can trust them, and they'll protect you and they'll provide for you and they'll nurture you and they'll do all of these things to fortify your humanity while they fortify their own. Okay. And then they be like, well, why? Like, I can't think of an example because I always put it out of my mind, because I'm like, no, you're not stupid. There's no way you're this dumb. There's no way. I'm the one who's tripping. You are like literally so great, and there's no way you're dumb. And so I usually just put it out of my mind, because I'm like, there's no way you thought that. Like, there's no way you thought that. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just be thinking to people, there's no way you thought that. Anyways, I have to confess. Cass, like, confess your sins one to another so you might be healed. I really thought I got a lot of the Bible out of my brain, but most of what I know are either Bible quotes or movie quotes or song lyrics. Like, my thoughts aren't just words. It's one of the three. Or TV. Usually TV. It's usually a TV more than it's a movie. It'll be like the TV, the music, the Bible, a movie. But the Bible is usually just, I only say Bible shit ironically. And I'm trying to like get that out of my head, because the irony, I don't know. It's something about like that dry sarcasm that's just so tired. I don't know. We need to be funnier. There's ways, you got to be smart to tell jokes again. And I'm trying to get smart so I can tell jokes, but I ain't smart yet. I ain't read today. I'm thinking about it. Should I read today? I don't know. Anyways, here's my confession. I'm a psychic. But I'm not like other psychics. I'm a cool psychic. I'm serious though. The problem is, when I talk about being psychic, it's two things. It's either people who are like, what am I thinking? Or what's gonna happen tomorrow? Am I gonna look like dumb shit? Like, no, I don't know. It's not how anything works. That's not how anything works. But on the other hand, it's like esoteric, spirit guide, pull the cards, read the numbers. I'm a starseed, whatever that shit is. Like any spiritual woo-woo, that ain't it either, because y'all look and sound dumb as hell for the most part. But when I say the girl is new about 2020, I'm like, that's the type of psychic I am, where I be knowing. Shout out to my sister. I be knowing, and I be clear about knowing. But it's not that I be knowing. It's like I'm tapped into, I can't describe it, is my point. But I know it is a psychic ability in which I am aware of events that have not occurred in real time. Like Mitch McConnell. Like, that's the reason that I'm so stuck on Mitch McConnell, because I'm like, that man been dead, and they might prop him out again. I don't know. But I'm like, when I say I'm so sure, like I'm so clear, like I don't know how to describe it, because people will not take me seriously if I get online and I'm like, I'm a remote viewer and I astral plane to go to Mitch McConnell's hotel room or whatever the fuck, and I saw, like, I don't know, like, if there's a psychic out there who's cool and not weird, I need like mentorship. That's why I never call myself a psychic. That's why I had to be a confession to the people, because I'm like, I need y'all to know there's different languages for whatever my abilities are, but I wouldn't even call them like abilities, or maybe they are abilities. I don't talk about it because people are weird. Nobody's normal. They're like, nobody's normal. And I'm like, no, humans are just psychic sometimes. That's like a thing. It's not, you know what I mean? You don't have to cut my brain open. You're not going to find nothing. Maybe a little CTE, because I did run into a couple of walls a couple of times. And I'm like, I feel like on a soul level, my brain, I did that on purpose because I was trying to break my brain so I could keep it with my sister. But it wouldn't work because my head's too hard. And so, yeah. You don't have to like take me away is the point. I'm not that kind of psychic. I'm not going to levitate. Nothing, no electricity's going to come out my hands. I ain't gonna read your thoughts. Well, that's the thing. I can't, like, that's part of it, is that I can read thoughts. But it's something very specific, because like I can read everybody's thoughts, but like the psychic abilities, I can't, if I admit this online, y'all gonna laugh at me because nobody's gonna understand me. No, but I'm saying, like, I can read people's thoughts, but I can hear white men thoughts, like white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, like WASP, like whatever that ethnic group is, the original settlers, the original colonizers, whatever that, like, that's how I know when people are white or not. That's why the Jewish people never got away with it, because I can see your schnoz, baby. What is you talking? I know they don't fuck with you the same way they don't fuck with me. But you and I are not in cahoots, because you are more related to them than you are to me. And most of the time, you like the global anti-blackness thing. Anyway, my point is, see, I don't want to get into like weird anti-Semitism and eugenics, because I'm like, no, y'all not hearing me. Y'all don't understand me. I say I'm crazy, and that's why I'm saying I'm a psychic, because nobody understands. Because nobody wants to be like chill about anything. Nobody wants to be like cool about anything. It has to be this big spectacle, this big thing. And it's like, no, I'm a regular person. But like, I woke up and I said, it's Dead President's Day. And then the dead presidents just showed up into my account because I called in the dead presidents. I don't know how to describe it, anything past that. That's not really helpful. Yeah, this confession was useless, because now I am actually insecure, because I'm like, nobody's going to watch this, first of all. But then if they do watch it, they're not going to understand, because I'm not a tarot girly. I'm not a card girly. I'm not a herb girly. My connection to my abilities is my direct connection to the soil and wherever I'm standing. But it's not just the soil, it's also the sun. Like, it's very in tune with the planet type shit. There's nothing special. Like, I feel like a lot more people could do this if they were not so afraid of themselves. But like, I'm not afraid of myself. I like myself. Because then we can start explaining why the sky's blue, because you like yourself and people expect you not to. And that's weird. Anyway, that's my confession. I'm a psychic every day, including Wednesday.